everyone, my name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm building a Mediterranean family home. It's a larger home, and I actually did split up this build into two videos. I hope you don't mind. I hope that's okay. Because, well, I probably could have fit all the footage into one video, but it would have been a longer video, and that's fine. But I'm just not used to doing longer voiceovers just yet. So I thought I might as well just split it up into two videos. So this video is going to be the exterior and the landscaping, and then the second part of this build will be the interior and the furnishing and the decorating and all that. So yeah, I hope that's okay. I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, anyway, this is the first part, the exterior, and I'll also be doing the landscaping, like I said. I actually did. This is actually an older build. I think I built this maybe a week or a few days before Discover University came out, and then Discover University came out, so I got a little bit distracted with that pack and building in Brightchester and just playing the pack. But I actually did quite like this build still. I was looking back at some older builds, and then I found this, the footage of this build, and I was like, wait, I really like this build still. I'm still really proud of it. So yeah, I might as well just use it and upload it to share with you guys. I am actually quite proud of this, because I tend to not build larger homes because, I don't know, I just find it quite difficult to do. But for this one, I was really inspired because, well, it's a Mediterranean home. My sister, she lives in Spain. She moved there quite a while back, and I had just gotten home from visiting her for like a week or so. I went on vacation, which is actually the nice part about having my sister live in Spain. I mean, I do miss her, obviously, but it's also nice to just have a place to go on vacation and a place to stay. So yeah, I went to visit her. And I came home, and then I was just really inspired to finally build a Mediterranean home. I had never done that before. It's not really my style of building. It actually scares me a little bit because, you know, when I'm building something in a certain style, I do want to get it right. I don't know. It's just I just like to do that. And so yeah, when I was in Spain, we went to a few different cities and everything, and I was just surrounded by the Spanish architecture and the colors of the buildings and the roofs and whatnot. And yeah, that really inspired me to finally sit down and try to build something Mediterranean. So that's what I did, and well, I hope I got it right. Obviously, I also went on Pinterest to get some inspiration. And yeah, for this house, I actually, now that I'm talking about it, I do remember that I did find a picture of a house, a photo of a house that really inspired me, and I actually did follow that photo quite. You know, I really followed that to just build this house, and it kind of looks similar in a way still. It's not usually what I do. I do get inspiration from Pinterest from time to time, not for every build, but sometimes when I have something in mind, but not something like very specific, I'll just go on Pinterest and look for inspiration in that certain style, and I just scroll through Pinterest and click different photographs that, you know, get me to different photographs, and I'll just be scrolling away like that, and then I'll be inspired, and I won't have any specific photo in mind, but it just helps me to get started, and I just build, and then I build from scratch, and I don't really use any photographs anymore. But for this one, also because I found it quite difficult to build a Mediterranean house, for this one I did find a picture that I tried to follow quite closely. But then again, the reason why I don't usually follow photographs from Pinterest so closely is because Well, I don't know if that's the same for you, but for me, when I try to build something from real life in The Sims, it usually doesn't really work out that well because, well, obviously the sizes and the proportions of things in The Sims are just way different than in real life and not as detailed. You don't have a lot of options when it comes to like your wall heights and everything, and it's just the options that you have in The Sims. That's what you're gonna have to work with, and that doesn't always work for houses that you see in real life. So when you try to build something from real life in The Sims, it usually just, for me, it doesn't really work, and it's not as perfect as I want it to be, and that then tends to frustrate me a little bit because I'm quite the perfectionist when it comes to building. I'm the kind of builder that like sometimes just needs to stop and just not look at it for like a day or two and then get back to it, and I'll be like, well, that is actually not so bad. I do actually really like it. And that happened to me for this build a couple times as well. So it did take me like, I think it took me like 5 days or so, or 5, not like full days, but like 5, how do you say that, 5 sittings, I guess, of a few hours to get this build right. And I do remember fiddling with the roof quite a bit because I am very picky when it comes to my roofing and when where like roofs connect and whatnot, and it was quite the puzzle for me, this one. But yeah, I figured it out in the end, and I also did take some inspiration from the surrounding houses, and because I built this in Oasis Springs, if you hadn't noticed it yet. I built this in Oasis Springs, and obviously there's a few Mediterranean homes around in this neighborhood. So I did have to look at those houses to see like what kind of windows and what color windows are they using. So I took inspiration from that as well. But yeah, in the end, I really, really like how this house came out. I really like the colors of it and the shape of it and the roofing of it. I do think it's quite interesting looking. So yeah, I'm really proud of this one, and well, it's a larger family home, as I already said. I built it for 2 parents, 2 kids, and a cat, if I'm not mistaken. I think I put a litter box and everything in this house, but I guess we'll have to see that in the next part because I'm not quite sure anymore because it's been quite a while. But yeah. I built it for a family of 4, and well, it could fit a few more kids if you wanted to. I do think you could, because the kids' bedrooms are upstairs and then the parents' bedroom is downstairs, but you could make it a shared bedroom upstairs. Both of those bedrooms could actually be like shared bedrooms. They're big enough for that. So yeah, but I initially built it for a family of 4. It's actually quite fun to be looking at this footage because it's been a while and I don't remember everything that I did. For example, I never use fountains, and now that I'm looking at this footage, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember now that I was thinking that a fountain would fit this house perfectly and that I needed to try that. So I tried that, and there's a fountain right there. And I actually really do still like it. And I don't really tend to use cars that much because obviously the cars in The Sims 4 don't work. Yes, I am also one of those Sims players that would really like to see cars in the game. I really miss that about The Sims 2. I never actually really played The Sims 3 all that much. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know why, but that's a whole nother story, I guess. But I used to play The Sims 2 a lot, a long time ago, and we did have cars in The Sims 2, which is something that I have been missing in The Sims 4 for a while now. So I'm wondering if we ever get those, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. We have bikes now as well, so that makes me happy. But yeah, for this house, I did actually use a debug or world objects car, and I placed it on the driveway, which actually I think it really suits this house because this family would have a car or 2, and yeah, the driveway just was perfect for it. It needed to have a car, so I placed a car down, and I'm still behind that. I still really like that. And here you can see me adding a pool with a little, what's that called? Pergola? Pergola? Is that the word? I'm not sure. Over it. I really love using those, making those. And then I'll usually just put some flowers and plants over it to, you know, decorate it a little bit. And yeah, this house basically just has a big terrace and a pool and a lot of outside space because, well, it's an Oasis Springs, so it's probably warm every day of the year. I mean, it's in the desert. I'm guessing it would be like, it's always warm in the desert, right? I think so. Maybe not. I don't know. You tell me. But that's what I was going for. So I added this little playground for the kids in the grass because it'd be more fun and safer to play in the grass than on the terrace, I think. So they have their own little playground in the back. So yeah, you can download this house, the fully furnished version of it, on my gallery. My username is @Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. My username is @Simmarysims there as well. So yeah, if you want to see the furnishing of this, you can already see it when you download it in the gallery. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!